Kilo Charlie 59. Lima Go Vector, I got you, thank you, 59. Thank you to hear, QRZ.
Echo Italy 3, Italy Bravo Bravo QRP.
The QRP station, QRP again.
Echo Italy 3, Italy Bravo Bravo. Echo India 3, India Bravo Bravo QRP.
Echo India 3, Italy Bravo Bravo QRP, Roger.
Roger, 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 Roger. You're 5-9 plus here into Ireland.
Well, QSL, thank you very much. You are 5 and 5, 55 real signal, QSL.
Thank you very much for the 5-5. Thank you very much. 73, good DX.
73, thank you. Anybody else from...
Well, that's very nice of that guy there. He requested any other QRP stations, so it's nice when people allow or call for QRP stations. But anyway, so the trusty 818 here. I have to say I really love this radio. I love just being able to sit it there, hang it on off my neck via the strap without having to hold it. I use the whip antenna as well off the back BNC socket or SO239. Internal battery, you'll get maybe an hour or 2 hours. You get maybe 4 or 5 hours just listening. I've had contacts on this on the Chameleon antenna, which is sitting on the lawn there. Don't know if you can see it. Zoom in. Yeah, there's the Chameleon MPass 2.0. So I usually have that in the sitting room. For now though, I'm just going to show you the MFJ Loop tuner. So it's the MFJ-9232. So as you can hear there, it does work. Now this loop is only about 1.2 meters in circumference, so I just got 1.2 meters of copper pipe, 10mm diameter soft copper. Drilled 2 holes at the end, beat it with a hammer, and hey presto, we have an antenna. So it's a pretty cool antenna to or tuner to experiment with. As you can see, if you want to operate in the 10-meter band, this is a very, very small setup. Sorry, there's just some pesky magpies making a racket over there somewhere. Anyway, I had to get a mobile phone to tripod mount for it because MFJ just give you the box, but they don't give you any way to mount the box, unfortunately. So it would be good if MFJ could come up with a way of mounting this, because this wouldn't be extremely secure. But I'm very impressed. I have also the MFJ-935C. I presume you've watched some of those videos as well. So it'll handle up to 150 watts, and I have no problem making QSOs on it. Again, it's very compact. Now the box is quite large actually, but you know, I've operated it here sitting on the table, just a few feet off the ground, no radials, and it works well. And this is the other version of the loop that I have. This is 2.7 meters circumference, and that will allow me to operate on 20 and 17 meters. Now this tune's a little bit different than the MFJ-935C, but you can mount it on just a tiny little tripod and sit it on a table, and it'll work just as effectively, because ground losses on 10 meters won't be nearly as high as they would be on, say, 40 meters. On 40 meters you really would want the antenna up a little bit higher, well, a good bit higher. So MFJ shipped the tuner with wire, and you can cut the wire into various lengths. Now for 40 meters, can't remember off the top of my head, the loop would be pretty big. I think, is it 4 or 7 meters of pipe or wire needed for that? I can't remember exactly, but they have a manual online. So you could wrap it around, say, a tree, and then have the box hanging down, which I presume is how MFJ intended this to operate. But I have to say, I really am impressed with this MFJ stuff. I also have a normal tuner up in the shack, and I've never had issue with it. I have no issues with this and the MFJ-935C. And also I have an auto tuner. Is it the 939Y for the Yaesu? Which works really well. It's extremely fast to tune in. But I have to say, I really love this radio. It's a shame Yaesu discontinued it, and I hope they come out with something not too different. I'm not really for portable ops for this kind of operation. I don't really care about a screen and waterfall. I like that up in the shack, but when I come out, especially when I go out in the field, I'm not really going to care about having a waterfall. I'll be more concerned about taking care of the screen, which I don't really want to have to do. So with this tiny little screen here, I'm not really going to damage it, and it tells me all I need to know in the field. So hopefully I'll get to do more real portable ops now in the next couple of months when the weather gets a little bit finer, or I may even do it if I get home from work early some of the days. I might pop out for an hour or two, but as you can see here, it's a really remarkable compact setup. It does work. Now you have to set your expectations right with this kind of setup, that you're not really going to get too much further than, say, continental Europe from Ireland, which it's a fair old distance as well, because we're pretty far out here in the northwest Atlantic. So we're only about maybe 1,000, maybe 1,200 miles from Iceland. So I mean, to Germany is about 1,100 kilometers. London is 500 miles from here. So you know, you have to have your expectations right. You're not really going to get big distance. Sometimes the skip is going to be really good, and you might I might get some DX into America or somewhere else, but they receive well. These loops, they really do receive well. But I really am impressed with this little thing, and it's so easy just to pack in a bag. Now you could make a loop out of coax, or just a stiffer piece of wire like what Wonderloop supply with their loop. You could use some similar type wire and put it in the boot of a car or in a backpack and go off on the bicycle or go wherever, and you could make contacts on it just as easy, and you wouldn't have the difficulty with the stiff loop on a big loop like this, unless you could make some sort of loop that you can screw together and disassemble, but I don't have the tools for that kind of thing here. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. So in my last video I actually forgot to take the video shot of the loop, but there it is. And as I said, you could mount it on a much smaller tripod, or use the supply wire and just hang it out of a tree and just leave the box dangling. I think there's 1 or 2 videos of that online as well. So I'll say 73s for now, and let me know what you think in the comments. Bye for now.